Hey everybody, this is Bill, the Gen X Gamer. I am back with a quick hit tutorial. I'd like to do some quick hit tutorials to kind of help new folks out with Tower Simulator 3 and some of the nuances that are involved in it, and maybe alleviate some confusion and help you guys fast track to being able to enjoy the game more. So let's go ahead and get started. In this one, I want to address something that was very confusing to me, and that was when I first started, wind direction and choosing the appropriate runway. So let's get into it. All right, in this scenario, we're in Austin, Texas at KAUS, Austin International Airport. Our wind today is 180 degrees and our knots are 0. So that's totally calm. The degrees doesn't matter when the knots read 0, okay? We're absolutely calm out there. And we're going to take a look at these runways because there's something I want to explain to you guys on how that works. Some of you may not know, a lot of you do, but runway 18 left, or we look down here, right? Runway 18 right. That means 180 degrees. So when the nose of your plane is on that, you're on that runway, the nose of your plane is pointing towards 180 degrees, which is a southerly direction, okay? Southerly direction. So I'm going to bring a compass over here. This is what that looks like. So you're on that runway. You are pointed south. Does that make sense? You're pointed south. If you are on 36 right, you're just now turning onto that runway, 36 right, you are now pointed north. So when you take off, you're going to be in the air in a northerly direction, headed 360 degrees. Okay, so that's how you understand that. Same thing applies for 18 right and 36 left there down at the bottom. All right, now let's go ahead and go back to our wind. We're going to enter pretend land here. Okay, pretend land. So 180 degrees, but we have 15 knots. So when you see that here, do you know which runway to select? Do you think that that wind is coming toward you, or do you think that wind is coming behind you as a tailwind? So one of the things you have to understand is that with a wind direction of 180 degrees from the south, you should use a runway that allows you to land or take off from the south to maintain a headwind, okay? Generally like runway 18 or the closest runway heading to that. It could be 200 or 160, just 20 degrees off of 180, right? So that would get you in the appropriate direction. So I want you to think of it this way, okay? Think of it this way. We're going to go back here. When we are taking off, we are going to, okay? So 180, we're taking off south. When we're looking at wind direction here, think of it as coming from. So the wind is coming from 180 at pretend land 15 knots. Okay? So the wind is coming towards us. We always want our planes to take off into the wind and also land into the wind as much as possible. Okay? If it's, under 5 knots, 3-4 knots, it's not a big deal. You start getting up, 7, 8, 10 to 15 knots, you better make sure that you're going mostly into the wind. So it's going to, we are taking off from 18 left, headed south, and the wind is 180 at 15 knots coming from the south towards us. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. I mean, that is the short gist of that. All right, folks, so here's another scenario. Our wind is 339er at 13 knots. So remember, when we take off or we're arriving, it's going to. Where is the wind coming from? It's coming from 339er at 13 knots. So let's head on over here. I'm going to bust out our compass. So our wind is coming from, you can see there's 337.5 right here. Pretty close to 339er. So our wind is coming from this direction, 339er. So we would want to send our aircraft to take off on 36 right. And we would want them to arrive on 36 left. Okay, I'll bring the compass back up so you guys can take a look one more time. If I can get it to stay up there. So 337, our wind is 339er at, I forgot what it was, 13 knots, whatever. So it's coming from, and we want to go to. So hope that helps. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know. And this is Genex Gamer saying thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like, that bell, that sub. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you liked this video. And let me know you were here. I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye now.